Well, good morning from the Lake District, and it's a stunning morning. Forecast is perfect today. I'm just parked down there in the lay-by. Travelled up last night, which was a Thursday, late last night, and then we're having an early start this morning. And with it being a Friday, I'm hoping I might get a bit more of the fells to myself, but with it being such a beautiful day, I'm sure there'll be plenty of people about. So we're just off Thirlmere. Thirlmere is down in that direction, well, to my right actually. And we're going to head up the side of Helvellyn. That's the plan today. We're going to go up Helvellyn, and then when we summit we're going to head south and drop down to Grisedale town, and from there we will head down into Grisedale and into Glenridding for breakfast. That's the plan. And then we'll chill out by Ullswater for a bit, and then head back up over Helvellyn via Styx Pass, back down into Thirlmere, back to the van. I think it's about 15 miles. And look at this day, it is beautiful. So we're just going to cut up through Swirls car park, and then we get straight onto the fell side, and it's a very steep ascent right up the side of Helvellyn. We're just crossing Helvellyn Gill. And it's already feeling warm, even though this side of Helvellyn is in the shade, which is nice. You can tell it's going to be a warm day. The air feels warm. I need to remind myself to take it easy going up here. It's not about pace or doing this quickly. It's just about getting some time on feet and enjoying being out on what is set to be a glorious day. Right, just starting to see some of the sun. Well, or not, as the case may be, because I'm blinded by it. Just starting to poke over the summit in front of me. Why didn't I bring my sunglasses? That is a schoolboy error. But let's take a moment and look back. It's looking pretty good, isn't it? It really is a steep old slog. So we have just ticked over 2,400 feet according to the old GPS. The views of Thirlmere have really opened up now. There's Skiddaw, Blencathra, fair bit of cloud in front of Blencathra there, but I've also just spotted from here, I think I can see Honister, and then I'm guessing there's a top of Fleetwith Pike and maybe Pillar beyond. I think that's Gable. So yeah, the views are really opening up nicely now. You won't be able to make that out on the 360 camera, but I'll get my phone out and try and zoom in and replicate what I'm seeing with my eyes, because it looks amazing. Right, we've just topped out for a little moment, a nice flat section, sorry, before the final push up to the summit. A bit of a easterly wind now we're on the top, which is nice and cooling. What's that? I think that's the second mile. Just got a sneak peek of Ullswater there. It won't come out on the 360, unfortunately. Yeah, great views of Honister behind me. Right, final push, and then let's catch up when we're on the summit. Okay, here we are. The summit of Helvellyn. Let's take a look over the edge. There's Red Tarn. Tell you what, it is a bit breezy up here. Let's go touch the trig. Right, onwards I think for breakfast. Let's go take a closer look at Striding Edge. Why not, while we're up here? It's been a while since I've been up here. Maybe a couple of years. I'm wondering where the shelter is. Oh, there it is. There it is. Right in front of me. Well, I was hoping to maybe get the drone out up here, but there's no chance. It would just get whisked away in the wind. I'm hoping that this new little mic I've got, it's the new Insta360 Air mic, I think that's what it's called. I'm hoping it's picking my voice up and you're not just getting loads of wind. That'd be really disappointing. Morning. Yeah. Let's go take a look at Striding Edge. So we're heading on to Grisedale town now, but let's just take a quick look at the back of Striding Edge there. Look at that. And we're going to be heading right down there, down the valley, towards breakfast. What should we have for breakfast? I feel like I need a black coffee. Haven't had anything yet today. That's my motivation for getting up and over Helvellyn. I could spend all day up here. It is beautiful. Right, back on the path. Let's go. Let's check in at this little cairn. Okay, onwards. Okay, we're heading down towards Grisedale town now. I've got that in front of me. It's a steep staircase, but from what I recall, I don't mind this section. And the town is looking beautiful, as you might expect on a morning like this. And actually, a bit further up, I did manage to get some drone footage, so we'll see what that comes out like. In fact, you may have already watched it by now, depending on how I edit the video. So we're losing lots of elevation now. But that walk along the top of Helvellyn is just great on a day like this. And this will be the route, or part of the route, I do when I run the Lakes in a Day in October, later this year. Although I have a feeling the weather isn't going to be like it is today. It'll be very different, but I will bring you all along and we can experience it together. So I mentioned earlier about the mic I'm using. I'm hoping it's working. I'm still trying to suss it out. So that's a new piece of kit I'm getting used to today. And another new piece of kit is the trainers. I think I mentioned on a previous video, in fact the last video I published, that my old Innovates, they'd probably had it. So I've upgraded to a new pair of Trailfly Max. So these are the extra cushiony ones. I'm hoping that's going to save my feet when I do the Seven Valleys in a few weeks' time. They feel good so far, but of course it's early days. So yeah, just picking my way down these rocks. And you can really see the tarn in front of us now opening up. Really still down here, we've lost the wind now. I was thinking about possibly heading up Fairfield and extending the route, but I've spent so much time pottering about on the tops there. I'll probably be pushing it today. Plus, it's a right slog up there. I might leave that for lakes in a day. That's going to be painful. So we're at Ruthwaite Lodge. It's easy to forget how far it is from Grisedale Tarn actually down into the valley. It's quite rugged terrain as well. But check out the view down into the valley, isn't it beautiful? Such a perfect day. Very lucky to be out when it's like this. So this is my plan really in the run up to the Seven Valleys. It's to try and get up a bit more often and just spend time on the terrain. Just nice and easy. Go at an easy pace. Just get some miles and elevation in my legs. And practice pacing myself as well. I noticed when I was going up the side of Helvellyn, I was really pushing a little bit too hard. And my strategy for the Seven Valleys is to try and run to feel. I'm not going to be trying to hit any particular time or maintain a particular pace. It's just to run within myself and see how far I get. So the route I originally plotted had me crossing this bridge and going down the left-hand side of the valley, but I'm actually going to make an executive decision and go down the right-hand side of the valley, which puts me on the Lakeland Trails route. I think that might be a bit quicker and it might get me to my breakfast sooner. So we're definitely on the Lakeland Trails, Helvellyn Trail route now. I'm getting flashbacks. By the way, if you want to see me attempting a shorter, faster race, check that video out. We got lucky with the weather again last year. That's the event where they do the dirty double, so the Helvellyn on the Saturday and then another route following Ullswater on the Sunday. And the Saturday was glorious and the Sunday was epic rain. I didn't run the Sunday event, but I saw the photos and the footage. That looked like proper Type 2 fun. So the plan now is to go at a very leisurely pace and follow this path into Ullswater. Definitely feeling the effect of going up and over Helvellyn and the effect of the heat. I've finished both 500ml flasks. I do have a spare in the backpack, so I might get that out, but I probably won't need to, and then I can rehydrate when I'm in Glenridding. Okay, nearly there now. We've just got this steep tarmac section that drops us into Glenridding, and I think what we'll do is head to the water, cool off a bit, and then we'll go and have a look around and see if we can find somewhere to grab a bite and have a seat. You can't beat this, can you? That water looks very tempting. Right, we're saying goodbye to Ullswater and Glenridding. We're heading back up into the hills. We're actually on the 13 valleys, 7 valleys and 5 valleys course now. This route will take us up past Bury Hostel and up over Styx Pass back into Thirlmere. Wouldn't it be nice to have a little cottage here? Oh, very tempted by the Traveller's Rest. An ice cold beer. I mean, I could. Should we? Would that be a good idea? I have to say that bacon and egg sandwich with that black coffee was so good. That's what trail running is about, my friends. Is taking your time, enjoying the scenery. I love the fact that you can cover decent distances in the matter of a morning, go from multiple valleys, and then check in at a cafe and chill out, and then potter on again. Right, we're passing Very Hostel. All right. It gets pretty steep soon enough. Right, Helvellyn via Whiteside, avoiding the edges, Sticks Pass. That's us, we're avoiding the edges, up over Sticks Pass. Let me just check in and say that Sticks Pass is not to be underestimated. We've just had a little section there of switchbacks, and it really takes it out of you. But look at these views down here. It is spectacular. Now, if I get this far when I'm doing the 7 valleys, which I will, it'll be night time, so I won't see any of this. But for those of you doing the 5 valleys, you'll get to enjoy this. When I did the 5 valleys last year, this was actually a bit of a low point for me. I had a banging head that came on as I was heading up here, and I had to stop about 2/3 of the way up, take some paracetamol and sort myself out. I should have taken them much earlier really, but then they kicked in, the headache went, and the descent down into Thirlmere was a bit of a highlight. I really enjoyed that section. So ups and downs, that's standard, isn't it, with any kind of long distance event. But yeah, these views are amazing over the edge here. Most excellent. Right, I can actually see the top of Sticks Pass winding all the way up to the kind of col there. So I'm just going to get my head down and get on up that, and I'll catch up with you when we're at the top, I think. Well, I know I said I would check in with you at the top of Sticks Pass, but we're not quite there yet. I don't think I'm going to make it This place is a heat trap. It's just focusing all of the sunlight down onto the path, and the breeze dropped back there and it was so hot. I need some relief. I can see the summit there, so we're not far to go, and I'm sure there'll be a breeze and the views will open up, but oh, it's been a proper slog. Whew. And I can't get enough water down me. I've almost finished both 500ml bottles. I've got the spare one in the back, but God, that's hard work. It's just so hot, but we're nearly there. Well, oh my God, we made it. The top of Styx Pass. Whew, that was hard work. But now it's all downhill. And we've got Thirlmere opening up below us. Beyond that, I guess it's Grisedale. Beyond that, what would it be? Buttermere, Penadale. It's all opening up. Whew. It's actually clouded over. So the temperature's really dropped because now we've got the wind on the top, but that's a nice relief, to be honest. I had forgotten about this little short, sharp descent as you get towards the bottom of Styx Pass. Ooh, this is going to be a killer when you've got a few miles in your legs and in the dark too. I think the sticks will be out for this. Right, so at some point we're not going to head all the way down to the road. We're going to take a hard left and follow the path along the flanks of Helvellyn. Ooh, my toes are feeling it. Getting a bit compressed at the front of the trainers with all this downhill. So that doesn't bode well. Yeah, my feet just seem to be slipping a bit. I should really stop and tighten the trainers up. But we're so close. So as I mentioned earlier, this last little section of the route is just going to take us skirting alongside the fell side through this bracken infested path. So there's not much to see and it's not particularly pleasant. That's the trouble with a lot of the lower paths around the fell sides. So I'll probably check in with you when we're arriving back at the car park, unless anything particularly spectacular pops up. Well, and there it is, look at that view. The advantage you guys have is I can lift you high above my head out of the bracken and you can admire the views while I do some of the work. Ooh. Nearly home. So I have a slight change of plan, just bumped into some walkers heading up, and it turns out I can take this path, which takes me directly through a pub garden, apparently. Now, isn't that tempting? But it'll take me onto the road. I can actually see the van in the lay-by, so I don't need to go all the way back through the car park to get onto the road. This is a bit more direct, and it cuts the corner off, and it goes through a pub garden. Oh no, I'm gonna resist. I'm gonna resist. I really am no state to be sat in a pub garden. I am absolutely drenched. My hat is dripping with sweat. It's not a good look. Whew. But I have earned it, haven't I? Can you see the dilemma? The cogs ticking in my brain. Oh. I just need to stay focused on this path. That would be not a good result if I twisted an ankle on the last quarter of a mile getting distracted by the pub. Whew. Okay, so I was weak. I couldn't resist. I popped in for half a pint of Lowe's Water Gold, and it went down very quickly. It tasted so good. I think I deserved it, right? So now I just need to negotiate this last bit of road to get to the van. But that has been a great morning out. In fact, what is the time? 5 to 2. So I probably set off just after 7. So what, we're nearly 7 hours there. Crikey. Had a very leisurely pace. But what a great way to spend a Friday. I just need to survive this road. So listen, if you've stuck along for this long, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll be catching you soon on another training run, probably, as we head towards the Seven Valleys. I'll catch you soon.